My name is Andres Yobel. I'm from English Education Department and I want to tell you about the culture of Manado. We know that Manado is the capital city of the Indonesian province in North Sulawesi. It's the second largest city in Sulawesi after Makassar. The city is located at the Bay of Manado and is surrounded by the mountains area. The city is served by Sam Ratulangi International Airport, which has directly connected to the Philippines, Singapore, and China. Manado is among Indonesian top 5 tourism priorities. Bunaken National Park is one of the city's most famous tourist attractions. The city is also known for its Christian population and has held the country's biggest Christmas celebration annually. It is also recognized as one of the most tolerant and peaceful cities in Indonesia. History and culture is another thing that is unique and very interesting to explore. You will find many of statues that telling history and folk tale in Manado. Many dance and music instruments also have their own story in Manado. Is Kabasaran dance. Kabasaran is a war dance of Minahasa, accompanied by the sound of tambor, small gong. Kabasaran dance now become a welcome dance for the dignitaries even before the dancer of Kabasaran just a dancer in traditional ceremonies. The second culture is Cakalele dance. Cakalele is one chapter of Kabasaran dance. This part is showing the allegiance of war to the dignitary who's visiting to provide security to the great guests that demons are afraid to disturb guests under guard of Kabasaran dance. Catrili is a heritage dance of Portuguese and Spanish colonial since 16th century ago, where the dancers start dancing with lively and cheerful face. This dance has become main dance from many dance of Minahasa tribes. Catrili always performed in all government ceremonial occasions, parties of Minahasa, and also in school contests or at various cultural festivals. At the dance culture, Manado also have the culture of music instrument. There are music kolintang. Music is traditional music Minahasa. Kolintang made of wood then can produce unique musical sound. This music is usually performed in a variety of performing arts, wedding party, welcome ceremony, the inauguration, Thanksgiving, and game show. Music culture is bansi. The brass musical instrument similar types of bamboo flutes. It's just the tip of a blow with a waist made little bit wide. Unlike flute blown from the trunk horizontally, but bansi is blown with a vertical position so as places to blow it at on one end. Bansi is usually played with a mix of various other musical instruments to create a distinctive traditional music. Music instrument is salude. Salude is a string musical instrument that has two strings, made of wood and almost equal to the string zither. The resulting sound of traditional musical instrument of North Sulawesi is one of quite unique and melodies. We know that we have known that Manado have a music instrument culture and dance culture. And now I'm going to tell you about the Manado's destination. The first one is Tumantenden. Tumantenden, based on the folk tales, said this location is the location of the 9 fairies bathing place. Just like Jakarta story, one of the 9 fairies was lost the shore and cannot return to heaven. At the moment when a fairy lost her shell, that was the last time the other fairies came the earth and bathing in the last spring. The second destination in Manado is Malalayang Beach. Malalayang Beach, this black sand beach has the beautiful view of Manado, Tua Island, Bunaken Island, even Siladen Island. Takes 20 minutes from city center to get in here. The tourists can also enjoy the fried banana and coconut ice while seeing the beautiful sunset. This can be the unforgettable moment. The third destination is Manado is Bunaken Island. It should be recognized that this is a tourist destination you must visit if you were in North Sulawesi. not fit if we're at Manado in North Sulawesi, when not visiting the island of Bunaken. Bunaken Island itself has an area and is located in the Bay Manado. The beauty of Bunaken Marine Park could not doubt many travelers who visit the island of Bunaken, which was struck by the beauty of Bunaken Marine Park. And from about 20-point dive, of which area located around the Bunaken Island. It is home to some of the biggest and most influential churches in the province, with many of them located along the iconic Samratulangi Airport. Okay, that's what I tell you about the culture of Manado. The purpose of this video is to add our knowledge about the culture of Manado. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Stefanus Wisen and I'm here to tell you about Flores. Flores is one of the Lesser Sunda Islands, a group of islands in the eastern half of Indonesia. Flores is located on the east of Sumbawa and Komodo Island and the west of Lembata Island and the Alor Archipelago. Unlike most islands in Indonesian archipelago, the name Flores was given by the Portuguese from Cabo de Flores, that means the Cape of Flowers, the Portuguese term for the eastern side or the eastern part of the island. This term is finally in use in 1636 by the Dutch governor named General Hendrik Brouwer. A quite in-depth study by Orenbouw in 1969 revealed the original name of the island of Flores was Nusa Nipa. The tribe of Flores. The Flores tribe is an ethnic mix between Malays, Melanesians, and Portuguese. Because it was once a Portuguese colony, interaction with Portuguese culture was strongly felt in Flores culture, both through genetics, religion, and culture. There are a number of ethnic groups on the island of Flores, consisting of 8 major tribes, including Manggarai, Riung, Ngada, Nagakeo, Ende, Leo, Sika, and Larantuka. Marriage. One cultural system that is very typical of the Lamaholot community is the patrilineal system, in which the dowry, or it's called belis, or in Lamaholot language it's called welin, of a woman is expressed in the form of the elephant ivory. These customs are carried down from generation to generation, and it's still carried out today. Belis for a noble woman, it's usually 5 ivory, and for the ordinary people, it's 3 ivory. Considering the price of the ivory is now around 100 million and more, it also depends on the size of the ivory itself. The Chachi dance. The Chachi dance is a war dance between a pair of male dancers who fight with whips and shields. In Flores is Nusa Tenggara. Dancers armed with whips and act as attackers, and another person defends using a shield. This dance is performed during the celebration of the harvest season, or it's called Hang Woja, and the New Year rituals, it's called Penti, and also land clearing ceremonies or other large traditional ceremonies, and also stage to welcome important guests.
Language. In this province, we can divide some elements of regional languages in Flores based on differences in each tribe. Each of these tribes has various languages and their pronunciation. In general, the language comes from the Malay language, which helped develop the areas inhabited by the tribes. Like other regions in entity, Manggarai has also been influenced by wandering from people from across the country, such as China, Java, Bugis, Makassar, the Netherlands, and so on. Trust system. Flores people have embraced several modern religious teachings, such as Catholicism, Islam, Christianity, and so on. But there are still ancestral traditions that are maintained. One of them is the megalithic tradition in several sub-ethnic Flores. For example, the tradition of erecting and maintaining worship buildings for ancestral spirits as a form of respect or cult for the ancestors and their spirits dates from around 2500 until 3000 years ago, and some of them are still ongoing today.